AC current, DC current, pulsating or fluctuating current. We also learn definitions of different currents. Then we also learn some basic terms for AC fundamentals like waveform, then instantaneous value, amplitude, time period, frequency, relation between frequency, speed, and number of poles, angular frequency. Okay. Uh, Now this is the comparison of AC with DC. Okay, wait for a moment. Okay, firstly, I am saying there are a number of advantages of DC over AC. But why we are not using DC? Because there is no facility of step up and step down of DC power, or we can't transmit this DC power over a long distance. So that's why we are not using this DC. But the future is saying we will again use this DC. As you know, nowadays a battery operated device that increasing. Okay, so we'll store either in the form of battery, in the form of ultra capacitor, super capacitor. Okay, now the future is about electrical vehicles. So in the future we will use this DC power more comparatively. But this transmitting of this DC power for long distance, that is not possible. So that's why we are getting from the generating station to our home by this transmission line through this transformer, step up and step down power. Okay. So this AC voltage and current that reverses periodically. In DC voltage and current that remains constant. Okay, with respect to time. Low cost of power generation for alternating current, high cost of power generation for direct current. Cost of transmitting AC power can be reduced by using step-up transformer. No such provisions can be made. Okay, transformer that can operate for the AC only. Okay, transformer we can use only for AC applications. We can't give DC supply to the transformer. Okay. So according to requirement, we can step up and step down. So initially for the generation, we are generating for the small scale. Then for the transmitting, we are stepping up the voltage and we are transmitting over a long distance. AC can be converted into DC by using rectifier. So DC can be converted into AC by using inverter. So here we can use full wave bridge rectifier. Here we can use inverter. So in inverter topology, we need switching device like FET, MOSFET, thyristor. So by this switching device, we can convert this DC to AC. AC cannot be used for directly for this electroplating application, electrotyping applications, whereas DC can be directly used for this for carrying this operation. AC motors and other appliances are more robust and durable, whereas DC motors and appliances are less durable or reliable. AC attracts a person, so faulty insulation of AC are more dangerous. Actually, AC and DC both attracts. Okay, if we are talking about magnitude, then both will attract. But if you are talking about less magnitude, suppose at the home suppose we have fridge, television. Okay, so if some of the leakage current is there, then suppose we are touching to the body of fridge or television, then we'll get the shock. So that is from the AC. But suppose you are having DC operated device like mobile, laptop. Okay, so we're not getting shock for the small magnitude. But if uh, both are having high magnitude, then we'll get the shock. Okay, so both are at risk. But talking about here AC, generally at the home we are using 230 volt AC. So obviously it has higher magnitude compared to this DC battery operated device like laptop, mobile. Okay, then this watch. Okay. Okay, so this is a comparison of AC and DC. Understood why it is repelling, why it is attracting? If both has higher magnitude, then it will get shock from the both, okay? It will not leave you. Anyone can tell me, we are getting the shock due to voltage or current? Hello?
Due to voltage.
Okay, voltage. Then any other answer?
Voltage.
Okay, voltage. Any other answer?
तो ऐसा क्यों बोलते हैं कि करंट आ गया?
हाँ इसलिए बोला ना, that's why I'm asking. Due to voltage or current?
Current.
Okay, current. Any answer?
ये ऐसा थोड़ी बोलेंगे वोल्टेज लगा।
Voltage.
Anyone want to justify? We are getting shock due to voltage or current? I am saying both. Suppose I am giving example. If there are two boys, okay, one boy is standing at the ground floor, and other boy standing at second floor. Now he is throwing one stone downward. Okay, means on the head of first boy. So obviously it will get injured. Okay, he's throwing the stone on the head of first boy. So obviously he will injured. Okay, now so that second floor boy now it is moving to the 10th floor. Now it is again throwing the stone, then what will happen?
थोड़ा जोर से लगेगा.
Yes. So anyone can justify this example? What I want to say by this example?
Here the floors are the voltage magnitudes.
Yes, good. And stone is?
Current.
Yes. If you are having higher magnitude of voltage, accordingly you have higher magnitude of current. Okay. What I'm telling you, understood? So stone ના લીધે injury થાય છે બરાબર, એટલે તમારો current છે. That's why we are saying shock laga means due to current. Okay. Injury that is happened by stone that is your current. But due to having the magnitude of voltage, that shock will different or injury will different. Okay, understood? So
Yes, sir.
according to
Yes, sir.
Yes.
the magnitude of voltage, you will be having the magnitude of current. So accordingly, you will get the shock. Okay, so both are responsible for this shock. Okay, so generally we are saying this shock is due to the current. Okay, but due to having the higher magnitude of voltage. Okay, angular frequency, phase and phase difference. So phase means suppose I want to show you. phase is nothing but, suppose we have two alternating quantity. Suppose I am taking one voltage and one current. So I have voltage, I have current. Okay, these both are alternating quantity. Now, suppose I am drawing one graph.
Sir, screen is not visible.
Okay, wait, I am showing you. Now,
Yes.
okay, so phase means, suppose I am taking two quantity voltage and current, so that is alternating quantity. I have drawn waveform here. So I have taken two quantity, so I have to show this V comma I with respect to T or theta, okay, or omega t. This is my voltage, this is my current, this is 0. So this is called a phase. This is called a phase, or you can say in phase. So phase means when two alternating quantity, attains its zero value, and maximum value at same time, it is called in phase. Okay, you can see both are starting from 0, both attaining its maximum value at same time. Yes, magnitude is different, but both attaining its maximum value at same time. Again 0 at same time, again maximum value this and this 0 at same time. So it is called the in phase. So anyone can tell me what is the equation of voltage and current? I can write V equal to Vm sin theta and I equal to Im sin theta, because there is no phase difference between two quantity because both are in phase. So there is no phase difference. Okay. So V equal to Vm sin theta, I equal to Im sin theta, that is called the in phase. Okay. Suppose I want to say phase difference, then how I can say phase difference? So for the phase difference, again, I am taking two quantity voltage and current. Okay, and second I am taking this is my V, this is my I. So what I can say here?
Current is lagging behind voltage by
Yes,
pi by 2 phase difference.
yes, good. Here voltage attains its zero and maximum value earlier with respect to current, or we can say current attaining its zero and maximum value later compared to voltage. Okay, so here current lags the voltage. Okay, so here V starting from 0 to 360, so it is our reference quantity. So the equation for V equal to Vm sin theta, whereas it's, yes, I starting from 30 degree, 90 degree behind, so I is equal to Im sin
theta minus pi by 2.
theta minus 5 by 2 or 90. Okay, so this is the equation. This minus sign for the lagging. If current leads, then we are writing this positive. Okay, that I am showing you. One more example. What is leading? Now this is lagging, this is leading. So what I can say here, V equal to current is leading. So equation of current I equal to
Sin theta plus pi by 2.
this is your, suppose I'm saying this is 90, okay? So I equal to Im sin theta plus 90, okay? Or V that is starting from 0 to 360, so that remains same, V equal to Vm sin theta. Okay, it is our reference quantity V. So if curve starting from 0 to 360, then you can write V equal to Vm sin theta, I equal to Im sin theta. Okay, in terms of lagging and leading, you can write this plus or minus angle accordingly. So this is leading, means here current attaining its zero and maximum value earlier with respect to voltage. So it is called the leading quantity. Okay. But here for the phase difference, what we can say, both when two or more alternating quantity not attaining its zero and maximum value at same time, it is called out of phase or phase difference. Understood? Phase difference and phase means.
Yes.
So this is your phase. This is your phase difference. So accordingly, what is lagging and leading means? Lagging means when one alternating quantity attaining its zero and maximum value earlier with respect to reference quantity, then it is called a lagging quantity. Leading means when alternating quantity attaining its zero and maximum value, this is later, okay? This is not earlier, here later, and here we have earlier. When alternating quantity attaining its zero and maximum value with respect to reference quantity, this is our reference, okay? It is called the leading. When alternating quantity attaining its zero and maximum value later with respect to reference quantity, then it is called the lagging quantity. So for the lagging, we are denoting by minus sign, and for the leading, we are denoting by positive sign. Okay. So this is phase and phase difference. Okay. Phase angle, that is phase measured in terms of angle. The phase angle at an instant is given by 2 pi by t, and that is equal to omega t. It is measured in terms of electrical degrees. That is called the phase angle. So this is the example given for the phase and phase difference. Okay. Now here this equation is given, so no need to prove. Just for your knowledge, how this equation is proved: V equal to Vm sin omega t, or E equal to Em sin omega t, or I equal to Im sin omega t. Okay. So here this rectangular coil that we have taken, you can see this A and C end of this rectangular coil. This circle is drawn, means this coil is rotating uniformly. This coil is rotating, okay, in anti-clockwise direction. You can see this arrow. The coil is rotating in anti-clockwise direction in uniform magnetic field. Okay. So here we need to consider length of the coil, breadth of the coil, and this peripheral velocity of the coil. So you can see this peripheral velocity that is resolved into two components. Okay, Am and An, and this Al is this velocity. Okay, so here rectangular coil is rotating in anti-clockwise direction in a uniform magnetic field. So here the parameters that we need to consider: flux density, peripheral velocity, length of the coil, breadth of the coil, and speed of rotation of coil in revolution per second. Now here velocity that resolve into two component, am by al and an by l. So according to this triangular, we can say an and am. So that is given by sine theta, and this is cos theta according to triangular. Okay. So am equal to al sine theta, an equal to al cos theta. So al is v sine theta, v cos theta. We know this v cos theta, due to v cos theta, v sine theta, this flux is cutting means this v sine theta is perpendicular to this magnetic field. So that's why the EMF is generated. So E equal to BLV sine theta. Flux is cutting by both side of coil, so equal to 2 BLV sine theta. A coil having n turns in series, so total EMF that is equal to n into 2 BLV sine theta. Okay. Now this revolution per second that is given by V is equal to F into 2 pi into B by 2. Okay, we are considering half of the breadth for this peripheral velocity. So that is pi BF meter per second. Substitute in the equations. So by substituting, we'll get the 2 pi F NBA sine theta. 2 pi F is nothing but 2 pi F means what? Anyone?
Omega.
Omega. So it is equal to E equal to NBA omega sine theta. Okay. So anyone can tell me where is E maximum? At which angle E is maximum?
Pi by 2.
At
By
pi
two.
by 2 or 90. Okay. So at 90 E we can say it is EM, that is maximum value. So the equation becomes EM equal to NBA omega. Okay. At 90, at theta equal to 90, sine theta equal to 1. So it is maximum value. So EM equal to NBA omega. So EM, that is your maximum value of voltage. So this EM we are substituting in the equation. So we can write E equal to EM sine theta or equal to EM sine omega t volt. Okay. So this is the EMF equation of voltage. Okay. Now how I can write current equation according to this? What I need to make changes here in the equation?
Equals to Im sine omega.
Suppose I want to write current equation, then what changes I have to make?
Divide by resistance.
But voltage divided by resistance?
Yes,
I
sir.
have to get current equation. So in place of EM, what I can write? IM into R. In place of E, what I can write? I into R. EM, IM into R. So RR cancel. So I equal to IM sine omega t. Are you getting me? The derivation is same due to EMF, the current that is flowing in the circuit. So for the current, what we can write? E, that is I into R. EM, that is IM into R. So RR cancel. So I is equal to IM sine omega t. Okay. So the EMF equation of voltage or current that you can write V equal to Vm sine omega t, I equal to Im sine omega t. Okay, or you can say I equal to Im sine theta or Im sine omega t or Im sine 2 pi f t. Okay. So this is the representation of cycle. Okay. So EMF generated. So when we are putting this coil at different position at 0, 90, 180, 270, this is 270 and 360. Okay. So according to that, this EMF generated by coil. Okay. So at 0, this coil is parallel with magnetic field. So we have 0 EMF. At 90, coil is perpendicular to the magnetic field. So we have maximum cutting of flux. So this maximum EMF at 180, coil is parallel to the magnetic field, so no cutting of flux. At 270, uh, at 270 we have maximum cutting of flux. So here we have maximum EMF but negative as flux or EMF that changes its direction or oppose each other. So that's why we have minus sign, and this 360 both are in parallel, coil and magnetic field. So there is no cutting of flux. So 0. Now average value or mean value. So for the average value, you can see here we have DC circuit here and AC circuit. We have only resistive type of load. So here it is written same amount of charge transferred in same time, that is called the average value. So either we are taking DC circuit or AC circuit, it is transferring the same amount of charge in a same time, that is called the average value or mean value. So the steady current which flows through a circuit for a given time transfers same charge. You need to just remember this only word, transfer same charge for the average value. After this, we are moving to the RMS value. So in that, just you need to change only one word only in the definitions. So we'll get this average value and RMS value. Okay. So the steady current which flows through a circuit for a given time transfers same charge as transferred by alternating current when flows through the same circuit for same time. It is called the average value of the alternating current. So if we have AC or DC circuit, so both are transferring same charge in the same time. Okay, so that is called the average value or mean value. Anyone having difficulty for average value or mean value? For the
No, sir.
For the transferring same charge, for the it is called the average value or mean value of the circuit. So you need to remember this word. So in the both circuit, it is taking the same time for transferring the same charge. That is called your mean value. So now mathematically we know to find average value or mean value, whatever we have that we are dividing. Okay. Suppose we have 2 class, then we are dividing by the 2, okay, for finding the average of student. But for this alternating quantity, we need to take the integration. We need to consider integral part. Then and then we can find this average value or mean value of this sine wave. Okay, or we can say symmetrical wave and unsymmetrical wave. For that, we need to consider integral part. So we'll get this average value or mean value for this symmetrical wave and unsymmetrical wave. Symmetrical wave, it is nothing but symmetrical wave that has positive as well as negative set of value, whereas unsymmetrical wave means it has only positive or negative set of value, or we can say it is only positive set of value. That is called the unsymmetrical wave. So to find average value for the symmetrical wave or sinusoidal wave, area under the curve to the length of the base of the curve. So this is the equation for finding average value or mean value for sinusoidal wave or non-sinusoidal wave, or symmetrical wave or unsymmetrical wave. So we have analytical method to find this average value. In that we will consider integral part of the waveform. So I average, that is given by integration of 0 to t I dt 1 upon t. So t, that is your length of the cycle. Okay, I, so this is curve, or you want to find average value of current, then you need to consider integral part of current. So that is I into dt, and limit is 0 to t. So whatever portion you are considering from the waveform, so that limit you have to use 0 to t. Suppose I am going for the half cycle, then the limit that becomes 0 to pi, and length of the cycle that becomes only pi. Are you getting me? Suppose
Yes,
Yes, sir.
I want to find for half cycle, then accordingly you have to use this length of the base or limit, integration limit. So this is symmetrical or unsymmetrical? Symmetrical means it has
symmetrical.
as well as negative value. Unsymmetrical means it has only positive set of values or negative set of values. So this is a symmetrical wave. So for the sinusoidal wave, we need to find average value. So we know the equations: area under the curve divided by length of the base over cycle. So I want to find average value of this symmetrical wave. So what I have to consider? I have to consider half cycle or full cycle?
Full cycle.
Okay, full cycle. Any other answer?
Sir, half into 2.
Half cycle. Half cycle.
Half into 2.
2.
Okay, you can see here we are going for the average value. So average of plus and minus, that becomes 0. Are you getting me? This is plus, this is minus. So that becomes 0 for the average value. So what I have to consider for this average value of symmetrical wave or sinusoidal current?
Half cycle.
Only half cycle.
Half
If
cycle.
if I will consider full cycle, then that becomes 0 average value, plus and minus. So average value of sinusoidal current, we have to consider only half cycle, 0 to pi only. Okay. So for 0 to pi, why we are considering full cycle? Because it becomes 0 average value, plus and minus. Okay. So that's why we are going for only half cycle. So here we have considered integral part. Okay. So small portion of current. So small portion of theta, that is represented by d theta. Okay. This is the instantaneous value of current I. So at any moment I equal to Im sin theta. Okay. So mathematically I equal to Im sin theta, where theta lies between 0 to pi. According to definitions, area under half cycle divided by length of base over half cycle. So just we are considering half cycle. So integration of limit 0 to pi I d theta by length of the cycle only half, so pi. Are you getting me? Why it is written pi here? Length, we are going for only half cycles up to pi. So just I am writing divided by pi only, length of the base over half cycle. Okay. If you are considering full cycle, then it is divided by 2 pi, but it is not possible here. So 1 upon pi, that is common constant, 0 to pi, I equal to what? Im sin theta. Okay. Just take Im outside, do the integration of sin theta. So what you are getting? Tell me the answer.
2 Im by pi.
Take pi equal to 3.14. Tell me answer. So if you ask in examinations, define average value and derive average value for sinusoidal alternating currents, you need to write this all things. You need to draw this diagram, show the integral part, then write this all step, okay, for the derivation to get the average value. What you are getting? I average?
0.64 into Im.
0.63.
0.636 Im.
Yes, 0.636 or 0.637 Im. Im is what?
Value of maximum current or peak
Value of
current.
maximum current. So suppose in the data, if instantaneous value is given small I, that is your instantaneous value, Im, that is your maximum value. Okay. This is the I average value. So this is the relation between I average and Im. So in the data, sometimes average value given. So accordingly, you need to find Im. If Im is given, so accordingly, you can find average value. Okay. So I average equal to 2 Im by pi. So that is 0.637 Im. So I average equal to 0.637 Im. So if I average is given, then you can find out this IM. If IM is given, then you can find out I average of the circuit. Okay, so this is the relation between I average and IM for the sinusoidal current. Now we will see for the unsymmetrical wave. Up to this, any doubt?
No, sir.
How, okay, how it is derived, this 0.637 IM that you need to remember. Now it is for half wave rectifier current. You know the waveform for the half rectifier. So this is the unsymmetrical wave. So anyone can tell me what we will consider here, half or full cycle?
Full cycle.
Full cycle.
Yes, full cycle. Here we have plus value and pi to 2 pi. What we have between pi to 2 pi? 0. It is 0.
Zero.
Whenever this wave crosses this line, this is your 0 axis line. Okay. So this between pi to 2 pi we have 0 value. So here we will consider full cycle. Okay. So what equation we can write here? I average equal to integration of limit
0 to 2 pi.
0 to 2 pi.
we
Upon
can't.
2.
Okay, I am not I am taking two separate bar, 0 to pi and pi to 2 pi. So integration of limit 0 to pi plus integration of limit pi to 2 pi. Okay. So here I equal to Im sin theta. So that theta 0 to pi, this magnitude, and equal to 0 between pi to 2 pi. Okay. So area under full cycle, length of the base over full cycle. So here between 0 to pi, I have I d theta plus between pi to 2 pi, I have 0 d theta divided by length of the cycle equal to 2 pi because I am considering full cycle. Okay, understood this equation?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me what you are getting. Here substitute I equal to Im sin theta. And this becomes integration of 0 means? Integration of 0 means?
0.
0. Okay, so you will have only this 0 to integration of limit 0 to pi, Im sin theta d theta divided by 2 pi. Okay, so this becomes 0. Tell me the answer.
I average is equals to
0.318
into IM.
0.318 into Im. Okay, so you can see this Im sin theta. Okay, sin theta that is minus cos theta. Cos pi minus cos 0, 1 upon pi into Im. That is, you can write, okay, 1 upon pi, that is 3.14. So 0.31, what you are getting? 0.31?
0.318.
8.
Okay, 0.318 into Im. Okay. So if you have example of this half wave rectifier or unsymmetrical wave, then you have to consider this equation, okay, this relation. Earlier that for symmetrical or sinusoidal current, this is for unsymmetrical or half wave rectified output. Okay. Now similarly, we will go for RMS value, same derivation. So, we need to consider this integral part, but here you will have square of the value for RMS value. So some minor changes will be there for RMS value calculation. Okay. So up to this, any doubt for average value?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So okay.
No, sir.
In next lecture, we'll go for this RMS value. After completing this chapter, we'll go for the practicals. Okay. I will provide you manual, word copy. So in that, you need to write readings, calculation, and conclusion. Other things will be given: theory, circuit diagram, procedure. Okay. Okay. So you may leave the session.